everybody. Welcome. You already know what it is. It is your favorite power team, and it's Wednesday night, and we are definitely in the building. So we want to say what's up, and to all of our new people that's rocking with us tonight. If this is your first time rocking with us, we just want to say thank you so much because we already know that you could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be right here with us. And we truly appreciate it. So, for those of you guys that don't know who we are, if it is your first time tuning in, I just want to go ahead so we can introduce ourselves. I go by the name of Kesha.
And it's your boy, Dr. Real, Mr. Motivational. Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's go. Y'all see that energy that Dr. Real bringing y'all? That's what I'm talking about. You always got to have that energy is everything. No matter where you're at. If you got a person rocking with you, if you got that person next to you, that energy is going to rub off. As y'all can see, we're a little crunk tonight. But we got some very, very, very great things that we want to talk about. Y'all already know how we do. We're going to get into some of the current events. Also, we want to talk about the R. Kelly situation. Oh, man. We want to also talk about the government shutdown. It might be going down right now. I don't know. I haven't caught up with it, but I want to talk about it. We want to also talk about, Dr. Real got a real good topic tonight. It's about, is it relationship chasers?
It's basically it's serial relationship. Basically, it's like people serial monogamous. They love never single. Them people.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a really, really, really. Y'all know he gonna always keep it real. If you want the real, that's where you need to be. So we got some good stuff coming up. Also, I saw this earlier today, and I have not went back to check and get an update on it as well, but it was going on earlier this morning. Did you guys see there was an explosion over on, it was Bonneview, and I think it was they call them the white apartments, I guess. It was either the white or the brown. I first saw it on Smash the Topic, and then, of course, all the other local stations started picking everything up. So, prayers to everyone that was in that area, everyone that may have had family in that area. But what happened was there was actually an explosion. They had to go, they were knocking on people's doors, waking them up like bright and early in the morning, saying, hey, you got to get out of here. And they said about 25 people got injured. I don't know if there was any. Yes, I don't know if anyone passed away or was it that deep. Damien said they had a fire. Hey, Damien, thanks for rocking with us. Yeah, they said it was an explosion from a gas line or either something related to gas in the apartment, possibly. But you had kids out there that were crying. And I'm going to say this to my people. Sometimes, respectfully, we got to learn how to act. And when I say that, there's a time and a place for everything. When I was looking at the live when I was looking at Smash the Topics page, you had some people on there that was kind of like, that wasn't the time to be doing the things and saying the things that they were doing. Of course, yes, there were some people running out there because they did not have on. They was in the bed, y'all. They didn't have on a bra, or they didn't have on. They weren't clothed, dressed to go anywhere. And you had people really on this live talking about, oh, she don't have on a bra, like they sag and they hanging, like they was really going in. Like, y'all, these people, they were pretty much running for their lives. Like they woke up to a fire. And like one of the girls was saying, she said, hey, if I woke up like this and I'm running and my life is in danger, be glad that I didn't come out here just in the birthday, but because I'm free to walk around how I want. Exactly. I'm free to walk around however I want in my house. Now, by default, I got woke up to some stuff like this, but it wasn't the time.
somebody tell me somebody blow up, I might come out slanging and banging. I don't give a damn because I ain't got time.
And you should.
You might not want to see.
You deserve.
All right.
And you deserve to do so. So I just think that was not the time, y'all. It was very disrespectful. It was not funny. It was not a funny matter. You had people that were shaking. They were, they didn't know what was really going on. They weren't even in their right minds at that moment because ain't nothing like that happened to them before. So y'all, it's too much stuff happening for one, and let's just be mindful of. It could have been your family. It could have been you. It could have been someone that
And the problem is, too many folks try to take situations and go viral with it. I ain't got time for that lady, or hide your kids, hide your wife. Everybody looking for that one moment, so they take something that is serious and let me go and try to crack a joke and maybe just make it go viral. Everybody want their 15 seconds. It's not even 15 minutes no more. Everyone want their 15 seconds or 30 seconds, whatever it may be. They don't want to. They take the wrong, inopportune time to make an opportunity out of it. And that's not what it is.
Exactly. And like Damien said, and first off, Damien, hopefully your son is okay. He said, my son stayed in the building that was on fire. Hopefully everything's okay. Prayers to you, your son, your family, because I was really in shock just looking at the footage and what was going on. Cause I'm like, damn, like that was, it happened so fast. Imagine waking up to that. He said, people ain't thinking about clothes in a fire situation for real. You thinking about it. I gotta go. It was. I just think I needed to say that. I was reading, some of those comments, and I'm like, these people. It's let's grow up. Like let's.
We just gotta do better. We gotta do better.
We gotta do better. But hopefully, if anybody knows, I don't know if anyone was killed. I do know that there was like 25 people that was injured. I think they were still trying to get help and aid to those people when I was watching it earlier, but. Again, if someone in your family was hurt during that time, something happened, prayers for you and your family. I'm sorry that you all had to go through that and experience that, because that was really, really a terrible scene to even witness and to see.
Yeah, prayers to the family. Absolutely.
Yeah, but that did. It happened in Dallas, here over on Bonneview. Okay. Something else I wanted to talk about, Dr. Real, and it could be going down right now. So, we always want to catch what's going on. I ain't got any notifications yet, but they said that we are threatening a possible government shutdown again.
That's every year.
Now, they said that it's going to happen around October 18th, but they had some meetings going on between tonight and tomorrow to where some decisions had to be made pretty quickly. Now, what they're saying, Dr. Real, because I'm a deep thinker, and I'm thinking just like probably just like some other people thinking, because they're saying that we have run out of money, and that they can't afford. I'm not understanding if we hit a budget or have we truly ran out of money, because can they print some more?
They can print. Here's the thing with that. You can print money all day, but eventually you print so much money, you make the dollar worthless. So you just can't go out here and just willy-nilly just print money out. That's not how that works. But every single year, because they're coming to the end of the fiscal year, October 31st is the end of the fiscal year. And every single year,
they did this last year.
They go through this all the time. Not to run out of money thing, but they go with, well, we can't approve a budget, so we're going to have a government shutdown. That's happened so many times. Happened I was in the military, and I told my first son, look here, bro. Look here, Top. I was in Korea, and I'm like, they talking about they ain't going to pay us. Well, then I ain't showing up. He was like, what you mean? I'm like, what I mean is what I said. They ain't gonna pay us, and I ain't coming to work. He said, well, I'm gonna give you Article 15. You do what you gotta do. But being they got no paycheck, you can't take the money from me no damn way, because they ain't paying us, bro. Like, and they figured it out. That was when Bill Clinton was in office. That's exactly why I didn't belong in the military in the first place. Because you're not gonna have me out here in Korea, which is and it's still at war technically, and not paying me. Like what? I'm black. You gonna pay me? Period.
How? I'm trying to look at this from so many different angles. I'm not gonna lie. Like, how do we run out of who in charge? Who's the accountant? Who's in charge of the bank account before the money get low? Before the money get low.
Well, that's the Department of Treasury, and we do have a budget. That's why they have the House and the Senate has a vote on the budget every single year, and they all have their own pet projects. But there's no way we run out of money. That's hyperbole at its best. We're not running out of money.
Because they still owe some people some money.
You just can't keep printing money, like just printing money, because again, you're gonna make the dollar worthless because you're gonna have like too much money out there, if that makes sense to you. You just can't keep printing money and just handing it out. It doesn't work that way. So in a worldwide market, it makes our dollar worthless almost. They ain't run out of money.
And the thing is, I reached out to my uncle and my aunt Kamala last week about the student loan. So I guess that's out the window. I mean, I was waiting for some type of response. I was waiting for some type of notification to see still what they was going to do about these promises they made. And I guess that's going to be on the back burner now, because now we're talking about we out of money, but they still owe some people some money.
Just like Tupac said, you got money for war, but can't feed the poor. They got money for what they want to have money for. Cash, that's what it is. Exactly. Like they have money, but they want to have money for. You know what I'm saying? Like if they really wanted to take care of stuff of the problems that Americans have, they can. They just don't want to, because America is on this belief that you got to pull up by your bootstraps. But what if you have no damn boots? How you gonna pull yourself up for your bootstraps? You ain't have no damn boots on your feet. I mean, it's ridiculous. This country has so much money.
Yeah.
Don't you start. We had this false belief that, you know, the American dream. You make something of yourself. You come here and you hear all these stories of immigrants coming here with nothing and they make themselves out of something. If we really dig into the numbers, how many people have really done that? Just to be real. You have success stories. Right. Is there opportunities in this country? Absolutely. But when you start digging down and start peeling back the layers, like you said, you're a deep thinker, you start peeling back the layers, there's a process to that American dream that ain't accessible to everybody. They need to stop that.
Exactly. Stop I believe that.
You know what I'm saying? Stop promoting that lie.
Yeah.
But can't they do this every year, because it's coming down to the fiscal year. They do this every single year. You hear the same crap. Every president them dealt with it. They have shut down before where you couldn't go to national parks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, they've done it before.
Yeah.
But here's the funny part. If they start that mess now, what happened to the October tax credit for the parents?
Like, I think that's included.
Like,
see, that's included. I read about that. And so they kind of covered themselves and said it's going to be hard to fund those things now due to us running out of money. They specifically mentioned that. And they also mentioned some other things that they're not able to do. Like I say, they still owe people money. It's some people that still didn't get the tax credit money from the first two times that they sent it out that they owe money to. So yeah, so it's like I just really, family, let's talk about it. Like, what are y'all thoughts on this? Like Dr. Real is saying, this is something that we see happening. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's around the same time every year, but now this time they're making it more so about the money. They're like they've been just ran out of stuff.
I've always said, I watched this movie called Dave, and it's like an older movie where the real president died and they got a lookalike to bring him in. And he brought all his friends in that were like people who actually ran a household budget. And they actually balanced the budget. I always said, if you really want to balance a budget, get you about 20 single moms that know how to stretch a dollar. That know how to cut off, like, okay, well, I know I can't do this month, so we're gonna cut this off because this is a waste. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much money that the government just wastes. Like, they spent $1 trillion almost in Afghanistan.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got money for that. You got money for that. But Social Security about to be gone for people of a certain age. Like, for our generation, we might not even see it
at all.
You know what I'm saying? But you got money for everything else. You got money to chase the damn Taliban, and they back in damn power again. How that work? You just spend $1 trillion to get rid of somebody, and they back in power again. How does that work? How does that make sense to people that sitting here rubbing two nickels together? I just don't understand.
I don't either.
Process of how they do stuff. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But they don't never reduce their paycheck. They vote on their own. How do you vote on your own pay rate? Are you really gonna tell yourself no? I mean, come on, man.
Right.
It's ridiculous. And they parade us in front of us, but because I think we become so desensitized to it, we don't even really give a damn no more. And they just do what they want to because
they do it.
They're gonna do it anyway. So we just have apathy towards it. I don't know.
Yeah. I know it's some information probably that went out because they said that President Biden, he was headed to Chicago or something, and because this meeting was very much so needed that he canceled whatever he was supposed to be doing in Chicago to attend this tonight. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see lots of coverage and lots of stuff between tonight and in the morning. And it's probably going to be even crazier than what we've been seeing. But I'm sick of it. I'm sick.
You're going to see Democrats and Republicans capping on each other.
Yes. And they're already
the solution. They're going to be like, well, it's their fault. No, it's both of y'all damn fault.
They're already getting the beef started. I seen the blue and the red, Bloods and Crips, whatever. I seen the beef being started because they were saying that the blues said, we don't care if the red we don't need them. We can do it without them. So they, it's already been sprinkled in. So it's a war. Yeah, the Bloods and the Crips out here just fighting again. I'm sick of it.
It's like we voted for y'all to take care of Americans. That should be your number one priority. Your number one goal is to take care of the citizens who put your. I'm trying not to cuss today because that's making.
Hey, you gotta get it out.
Take care of your damn constituents that put your ass in office. Like I said last week, they flipped Georgia for Biden's ass.
Yep.
We went out there hard to flip Georgia for him, boy. If you don't go to Lamar University financial office and take care of my damn student loans.
I ain't
gonna say too much. I don't want Secret Service knocking on my door tomorrow, but we might have to come see your ass, fam.
I need it, bro. That's what I'm saying. He act like he's still busy. I'm like, where's Kamala?
Sleepy Joe, wake your ass up and do your damn job, fam.
And do it. He's sneaky with it. I'm trying to be as patient as I can, but it's too much going on out here in these streets, and these people, they've been acting a fool, and it's like we just don't have no order. We don't know whether we're coming or going. We don't have true leaders that's in charge. They don't know what they're doing.
It's been 9 months. About y'all told me 2 days, partner. It's been 9 months, fam.
It's been 9 months.
You lied to us for a minute. You ain't changed nothing.
Nothing. I have not.
Nothing. You didn't even do the withdrawal out of Afghanistan the right damn way.
Nothing. I have to say, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I know we had, you're not disappointed.
You know what? I'm not disappointed. Because like I said last week, they do the same crap. They do the same dance every 4 years. They make all these promises, and then, like I said, we're the pretty girl at the bar. And they're the smooth talking dude to come, smash, beat the guts, and leave. And then they said, we'll see your ass in 4 more years. And here we go, stupidly, like that homegirl that called you complaining about her man cheating on her. But yet her ass still there 4 years later. You like, don't be, you know what I'm saying? What you talking about? You
like Damien said.
But yeah, you here. So I don't believe
they hoodwinked us.
It's the same conversation. They're gonna say what they need to say to get your vote.
Yeah,
that's why I'm never surprised by it. I say we need another true political party besides Democrats and Republicans, a really strong one to break that up. Because if you just have two parties running, I think behind closed doors, Kesha, they slap their hands behind closed doors. I don't think.
I think so too.
I think the beef is more fake. It's more like reality TV beef than this really beef. Behind closed doors, they're getting $275,000, $175,000 is their salary. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They get their own private savings account. I've always been a big proponent of taking Social Security that we pay into, and you take a portion of that and put into a privatized account for each citizen. And then you take the rest and divvy it up for Medicaid and whatever. But take a part of that. I don't care if it's 25%. Take a part of that and put it into a privatized account. So when I retire, I know I had that money set aside that you can't touch. And Bush had it on the plate, but he had a little bit different than what I'm saying. But he was talking about privatization of Social Security. And I think that's a thing that should happen because anytime they need money, guess where they go? Social Security. Because they don't give a damn that we're going to run out of money by 2031 for Social Security. Like, I'm 49 years old. There's no damn reason I should be sitting here looking at a Social Security damn check coming in as negative 1 cent and all they ass money. What?
Yeah.
I'm working my whole damn life. And you will sit and tell me I don't have a Social Security money? Are you for real?
Yeah. That's
because you're financing wars and you financing other stuff that cow fart to see about methane, stupid ass projects like that. They're giving grants for that. I don't give a damn about no cow fart. I know it's methane gas, but I don't give a damn about none of that. I don't. I give a damn about that. Like you can miss me on that. I don't care nothing about that.
I know that's right.
But I do care about my student loans. I do care about if you're gonna make community college free, that's what's up. But do the damn thing. You can't tell me you don't have money, but you still have these big budgets for military. You have money, you're not allocating it where it needs to go.
Right. So Dr. Real, we're gonna tell him one more time. Uncle Joe, Kamala, we have not heard an update. We know that you guys are busy, but it's two of y'all, somebody tag team huddle up like the Cowboys did on Pittsburgh the other night. Shout out to the Cowboys. I don't want no problems, but huddle up. Let's get a plan together and let's figure out what's going to happen with these student loans because we cannot erase this. You know, you all said you was going to do something. We still want to know what you're going to do. And do we have something coming to us? So we didn't get an update last week. We're waiting this week.
And one more thing, I know that he can't do stuff on his own. Like, in the end of the day, it's Congress. He just takes all the flack for it. But you got to get Congress to enact a lot of those things that he's trying to do. You got to have Congress on his side to do it.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I hear what you're saying, Dr. Real, but I seen a different side of what you can do when I seen Trump in there because Trump wasn't waiting on Congress or no damn body, and he made everything happen. So Joe, again,
he did that because a lot of Congress rock with him. I mean, this dude was saying "Make America Great Again," which he really was saying "Make America White Again." So those people that are those Republicans, whatever he put on board, they rock with him until the very end when they started seeing how toxic he was and they started backing away because they knew he was going to lose.
I seen a different side in politics when I seen Donald Trump in office. It's time to put the gangster side out now, Joe, because the other stuff is not working. Like the politically correct stuff that you were doing when you got it's time out for that. You got to get gangster because that's what worked for Trump. And if that's what we have to do out here in these streets, you see what I'm saying? Sia said Trump made things shake and move. And that's what I'm talking about. See, I need to see some stuff shaking and moving because right now ain't nothing shaking and moving. And he seemed like he's a little scared.
Like Kamala said when they won the election, we did it, Joe. Well, damn it, do something with it.
Do something with it. Yeah, you did it, but what are you doing now? Because I need to see that same energy that Donald brought to the table. I sat up and laughed and said a lot of stuff about Donald. But one thing, just like Sia said, Trump made things shake and move. I need to see you shaking and moving.
He had a lot of supporters to make the things move and shake.
Well, we got to do something. Hey, we got to do something. I know we can do it. They said Joe seemed soft. He do. He seemed a little soft. And I don't know if he's going through some things. I mean, I don't know if he seemed a little soft.
I don't think Joe know what
it's not working
half of the damn time. To be real with you. I don't think Joe know what his middle name is right now. I don't think Joe can know where he be at half the damn time or where he is or what he doing.
Yeah, like Sia said, we need Joe to be aggressive. And the thing about it is he's a Scorpio. I think I'm gonna just say this. Maybe he got something going on behind the scene, y'all, and we just don't know it. Like I say, Donald, he's a Gemini. We knew how he was coming. He talked that smack, and he wasn't hiding nothing. He let you know what you could expect. Joe, we're just gonna say that he's doing some stuff behind the scene, and we just don't know about it because he got the gangster in him. He a freaking Scorpio, but for some reason he's acting a little soft. I'm just gonna say I don't know. He's trying to hide. Scared. Maybe he's scared. I don't know, but I'm confused. So Dr. Real, he needs the crazy support. He needs some support. He needs
to have that support. He just don't have enough where it matters. Like I said, the president ain't nothing but a figurehead. Let's be 100 with it. He a figurehead. It's Congress. That's why I say when it comes to the vote, we worry about the presidency when we should be worrying about them 2 year in the midterms in between votes to elect your senator and Republican and representatives. Because those are the ones that make the laws of the land. They're the ones that approve the budget and all that stuff. He can veto things, but president don't have much power. He can make executive orders, but it's your Congress that matters. So when you keep voting these same senators in and been there 30, 40 years, they ain't changed their mindset. In the same damn
and people. I used to think that. And that's the crazy part about it. You know, being visual and seeing stuff can definitely change your mind about some things because everything that you're saying is exactly how I pictured things, politically when it comes to the presidential things and stuff like that. But when Donald, again, he made me feel like that I was living in another world. Like I just seen a different side of how this stuff can go when they let him in there. You know, it's different. Yeah, we're sorry, guys. It's a sensitive subject for us, and I know that we're going on and on about it, but it's what's going on in this world.
If they shut down this government, if they really shut down the government for real and have any kind of time, 2 weeks, 30, that means your military ain't getting paid. That means your federal workers are going to be furloughed. It's going to be a lot of people. Your WIC is in trouble. Your SNAP benefits are in trouble. So we need to really look at this thing like with some seriousness. Your disability checks are in trouble. There's people who rely on these funds that they're going to end up having to stop if this really does happen. That's going to cause like mad problems for people. I mean, we already barely recovering from damn COVID problems with financial problems. You gonna compound that with this crap?
Right.
I'll let you give me a close up, but damn it, Congress, get your stuff together.
Wait a minute, let me do a close up. Tell them one more time. Let me make sure they hear you loud and clear, Dr.
Real loud and clear.
Tell them one more time.
Get your stuff together. I want to say another word, but I'm trying real hard to tame my tongue. Don't make me Suge Knight the situation. See the shirt I got on? Death row. Don't make me hand your ass off the balcony like you did Vanilla Ice. Don't make me do it. You heard me? Your boy back in full effect. Like we got to get it right.
I tried to hold the death row back, but as you can see, Dr. Real is not playing tonight. See you? You're laughing, but Dr. Real is. I had to put the close up on him so they can hear him. You know, because that's what's going on in these streets, and we're being vocal about it. We're not going to shut up because we deserve to get this out here because they're trying to tuck it in and hide it. If you're on the websites or anything tonight, and there's any updates that took place throughout the show, send us an update and let us know what's going on. Because like I said, I know there's some stuff going on out here. They laughing at you, Dr. Ria. They don't understand Death Row is in the house. Like he is serious about what he said, okay? And I got his back. I got his back. I'm gonna stick beside him.
I ain't got time for they nonsense. Like y'all are all Harvard, Yale graduates, whatever y'all school y'all went to. I don't give a damn with the College Green University. Get your together.
Together, please.
All of y'all.
Respectfully. Get it together.
Disrespectfully, respectfully. Get your together.
Please.
We tired of it.
Please. We sick of it. I know I am.
Tired of it.
Whew. Sorry, guys.
Got my blood pressure up in here today. Tired of it.
And mine as well. But we do got some other stuff, guys, that we want to get into. If you all looked at the topics that we want to talk about now, let's talk about the brother R. Kelly.
Land.
Y'all, when I looked in his eyes and when they read all these charges, y'all, this man looked like he's tore up right now. I don't see R. Kelly surviving this. Like mentally, I could feel that he's gone. Like it's over for R. He cannot believe that this is happening to him. I could see the disbelief in his face.
I don't know how he don't believe it.
Yes, but okay, this is how I feel about it. Now, again, I am not defending R. Kelly by far at all. I'm scared for him too, Sia. But I'm not defending him. But to me, this is some gangster type stuff that went on. Like, you mean to tell me he had people getting people for him? And they mamas let him go? Like, who has this much power? Okay.
That's that. They were minors. Yeah, that's that celebrity. People lose their damn minds over regular humans that have a talent. Because that's what it boils down to. They have a talent, God bless talent. Some of them have God bless talent that they use, and we forget that they're human. We sit here and like put them on this pedestal, and then they do stuff that normal folks do. Like, he ain't the only child molester in this world. You probably got an uncle or cousin that's doing the same shit right now, but he ain't all Kelly.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
It goes to a different level. This is what I'm saying. I'm picturing this. Like I said, it's a movie scene. I'm trying to map this out because R. Kelly didn't go get him. He sent people to go get him. So where are the people? Like when they went to go get him, did they kidnap him and say, "Hey, come with me, Kels? He sent me to get you." Like, I'm trying to figure out how all this went because again, these people were living at their mother's house, and they talked about Aaliyah. She was 15, was pregnant. Her mother let all this stuff happen, and not only that, R. Kelly's wife was living in the house when all this stuff was going on. Like, was it people screaming, trying to get out, and they all locked the doors, and they said you can't go? Did the moms file a missing person report? Did the people sit and watch all the acts go on and say, okay, you're free to go and you come back tomorrow? Did they actually come back? Like, I got so many thoughts in my head because there's so many people that played a part in this. This
reminds me of that Boondocks episode when Riley was saying, when him and Hugh was having a debate about when he peed on the girl, you know, and Riley was like, I'm old enough to know that if somebody peeing, to get out the damn way, I'm not gonna let nobody pee on me. And although it was said in jest and it was funny, at the same time, the girl was, I think, 14 years old. But when you dig deeper, that was what's that girl's name? He had an artist. What's her name? Oh my God, I can't remember her name. She had that song that "Be Careful." You better be careful what you say to me. I can't think of her name.
No, I thought that was Steph and Mo and Steph.
She was one of our Kelly artists, and that was her niece. So I think
I know who you're talking about. The girl, yes, I know who you're talking about.
Right now.
I know who you're talking about.
But I already knew when you have a documentary called "Surviving R. Kelly," your ass going to jail, fam. Like there's no way in the world if you have a documentary like that, you're going to prison. It's because like there's no way the jurors didn't see that documentary. So they already went into the case with bias already. That's why they didn't deliberate that long. And the dude got 140 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's thinking, I wish, and I believe I can fly right now. I know you want to fly outside that cell.
No, he's standing up looking in the mirror saying damn to himself.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You do the crime, you can do the time. You know what I'm saying? I know some women
I don't even think Sparkle. That's her name. That's her name, Erica Sparkle.
He had people, the people that were taking, that was going to get the girls. I think they should be processed as well because they were aiding and abetting him. So he shouldn't be he's the figurehead. He can get more time. But those handlers that was going to get the girls and things like that, they shouldn't be escaped from being punished as well, because they were, like I said, aiding and abetting what he was doing. So to me,
I think they're going to come back. I think they're definitely going to come back for those people. They got to. I mean, somebody going to say something. But this is the thing. Now, and again, when I say I'm not defending R. Kelly, the reason I'm saying that in his mind, in his world, because like you said, that's that celebrity stuff. That's that Hollywood stuff. Sometimes when you grow up in an environment, you begin to think things is normal. Just like we talked about on one show, the privileged, you know, like sometimes you don't know that you're being privileged because that's what you grow up in.
Right.
Because this man actually made a song after everything that he was doing. He pretty much, it's just like a poet. If you're living life and you document the details of what you're doing, but the way you express yourself is through poetry, you expressing it through poetry. This man wrote a song for everything pretty much in these crimes that they're saying that he committed. And he has this look in his eyes like, I think his thing is, I didn't force nobody. And he really feel like he didn't force nobody. And when I say force, I'm picturing force, meaning I'm tying you down, you're screaming and yelling, you want to leave here. Like, honestly, and again, respectfully, I'm not taking sides. Some of them kids probably felt better living over there with him than they did with their mamas. They ain't know no better. They're thinking this is the life or whatever, just like how Michael Jackson was with the kids or whatever. But I don't think he mentally understands.
You're a 16, 17-year-old girl that maybe can carry a tune, and R. Kelly saying, hey, you come over here, I can promote your career. You're 17. You're not going to think about nothing else, but this is R. Kelly. That's all you see. You don't see the dangers. That's that manipulation. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he was doing because he targeted people that wanted to become a star. So some people will give they left nut to become a celebrity. They don't think about the decisions of that, the consequences.
But again, Dr. Real, listen to what you said. He targeted people that wanted to be a star. Hell, that's all he around is stars because he's a star. So I'm picturing him being around a different caliber of people. In his mind, we all celebrities, we all stars. I could make all y'all a star. He not living over here in the hood to where he's saying, come over to my house in the hood, I'm gonna make you a star. No, everybody around him already stars.
That's game though. That's setting the trap. That's game. That's no different than a pimp catching a young girl that ran away from home, getting off the bus. It's the same conversation.
Yeah.
Same conversation. It's manipulation.
My heart goes out to you, R. Kelly. Like I said, I really truly feel like he mentally, I'm afraid for him, just like Sia said, because, you know, at this point, I really feel he's going to try to do something to himself. I don't see him trying to outlive these sentences that he got, of course. I feel like it's over. Like you're not going to have any support. You're not going to have any, you can't live the dream that you've always lived of doing, singing, like it's gone. I really think he's going to try to hurt himself. It's a crazy situation. And I know, like I said, he probably standing in the mirror like that song said, and he's saying damn to himself. Sia said, I heard stories about R. Kelly when I was in Germany. My friend was 14 and they invited her behind stage. I was about 13. She told us all of the stories at school. The dancers told her he had a big, I guess that's the D. I'll never forget that. True story. And that's probably where it all stemmed. That same story duplicated with so many other people, Sia, and that's why he's in this situation. And that's crazy. Like that is so crazy. Again, I don't know what to say. But he looks very suicidal right now. Like he's in disbelief. So again, I'm not defending R. Kelly. My heart goes out to R. Kelly. I think that he's very shook up behind what took place. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and giving us this feedback and comments and engaging in our topics and conversations. We love the engagement. We truly appreciate that. We want to go ahead and get into Dr. Real's topic for tonight also. So let's go ahead and talk about what your topic is tonight, Dr. Real.
We're going to talk about serial monogamy. And what that means is this relationship style that involves having a series of relationships with no breaks. They're often long-term, never take breaks, and they really don't like casual dating.
Meaning with different people.
Yes, you probably know somebody that's never really been without a partner. They've always had somebody. They never went out and had fun dating. They constantly jumping from relationship to relationship. They never have any breaks. It's like wash, rinse, repeat with them. They feel more comfortable being in an exclusive, committed relationship. They don't want to casual fling or to just kick it. Even if it's a fling, which I'll get into here later, even if it's a fling, they want to make it more deeper. They want to get to know the person on a more personal level. Even if it's just man, I met you at the club and, we had a couple drinks and it was all good and we both decided to knock it down and that's it. Mm-hmm. No. They ain't it for them. They want to.
Let me inbox her and see if she remembers. I think you froze up, Dr. Real. Let me see if I can. 1 second, guys. Sia, yes, if you remember her or if she remember, have her to tune in. Let us get the details of what took place there. Are you okay? You were froze for a second, Dr. Real.
The first thing is if you are actually a serial monogamist, is you're never single. You hop from relationship to relationship. You never take a break regardless of topic. 2, you hate dating. Okay. You find dating superficial and you want a more deeper connection. 3, you always want company. You never want to be alone. And one thing I've said on this show numerous times, if you can't be comfortable by yourself, you do not need to be in any kind of relationship, because you can't have a relationship with yourself to you're okay with you and you don't need somebody to be around you to feel okay. If you always feel that need to be around somebody, with somebody, keeping by yourself, you can't be by yourself and comfortable with yourself, you don't need to add nobody else to yourself. Just don't do it.
But how do you learn? Okay, so let's talk about that. So that means that typically you would think a person wouldn't have to learn how to either be by themselves, and it seems like it's something that's natural. However, for most people or some people, it's not. It's a situation of, like you're saying, they may suffer or deal with this and not even know, because think about it, introverts and extroverts. It's known for an introvert to want to be alone. It's known for an extrovert to like to be out and like to be around people. But that does not mean that they both don't know how to balance. But there's some people in this world that it's a must, is what you're saying. They have to be with someone.
Yeah, exactly. Like they basically have started exhibiting signs of codependency. Like they've lost independence, so they don't know. They probably in their first relationship probably developed codependency, or maybe they developed that with their parents. You never know where it was developed at, but yet they have that codependency, so they don't know how to be independent. They have to have somebody around them. Like that person can't live alone. They gotta have a roommate all the time. Like they can't live alone. I don't have a problem going to the movies by myself. I don't have a problem going to eat by myself, because I enjoy me some Craig Dr. Real Watson. Love on him a lot.
Right.
And that made me more. Same. That made me more official and able to move in a relationship more comfortably. Because if you don't know how to be alone, then you're giving a lot of control to the person you're with. Because especially if they're a person that's manipulative or don't have your best interest at heart, they'll see that you can't be without them, and they're going to use that. And it's not going to be used in a positive way. It's going to be used in a negative way. Because if I know you can't do without me, that's power. So I can manipulate you, how I can move you around like a chess piece all I want to, because I know if I threaten to leave, you're going to have an issue with that. So we have to be very careful about being codependent. And you have to be careful about wearing rose-colored glasses, which means like believing in a soulmate. You're a person that believes in true love. You view past relationships, even though they might have been not so good, you kind of romanticize it to make it better. Like a lot of people do with history. There was things going on, but it's been a little time away, so you kind of romanticize the past, even though it wasn't really the way you kind of put it out there. And then fling, like I said before, flings become more. You want to become familiar with that person because you want a more deeper personal connection. So you got to be careful with those signs. That might make you a serial monogamous. Now there's pros to it. You could be a hopeless romantic like me, right? But some people that are hopeless romantics only love the honeymoon phase. They love that getting to know a person when you're having sex all the time, and the person best things in sliced bread, and you got the googly eyes and everything. But then as soon as the work come in, they might start singing that song where it ain't you, it's me kind of conversation. They'll stick through tough times. A person that's serial monogamous will stick through tough times because they overlook small problems, but the key to that is they don't want to be single. So you start making excuses for what people are doing that might be red flags, but you're making excuses for it because, again, you don't want to be by yourself. They have great general relationship skills. They are devoted to the relationship. They love attention and affection, and they will shower that person they're with attention and affection to make them feel like, I love you so much, you're my prize. I'm going to shower you with love and affection. Starting relationships for them are easy because they've been through so many. It's not hard for them to start a relationship off, and they're open and understanding. They're open and understanding. They're open to talk. They're not the kind of person that's kind of closed off where you're having a one-way conversation where you doing all the talking and telling them how you feel. All the other person says, yeah, or let me think about how I'm answer that question. They're more a person that wants to be touching and holding. Now, here's the cons to it. Jumping from relationship to relationship is emotionally draining because you're going to create baggage from each stop you go. You're going to have that past history. So if you do finally found your soulmate, you may be so bogged down with baggage, you won't even realize that the person you've been working so hard for is right in front of you. But because you have so much baggage, you can't even see them. And then you become disconnected from reality. Some people are in love with the ideal of being in love. They don't love you. Like somebody might love the ideal of you, but they don't really love you. They love the ideal of loving you, but not loving you. And they keep making the same mistakes. If you're jumping from relationship to relationship, you're probably making the same mistake. Like you probably saying I love you on the second date. Way too fast. Even if you, and I believe that you can fall in love with somebody at first sight. I believe that. But in this day and age, you might want to keep it to yourself for some time to progress before you bust out saying, I love you, because that's also a sign of a narcissist. Remember we talked about the love bombing?
Yep.
Of a narcissist as well. And again, that codependency. They're so used to being with somebody that they don't know how to be with themselves. They lose their independence. And it also causes them to stay in unhealthy relationships, which some of these signs I'm saying sound like signs of abuse because they kind of relate to each other.
Right.
Because when you don't want to be alone, you put up with a lot of crap. If you find yourself don't want to be by yourself, you'll start forgiving stuff that if you were strong enough in yourself and have that confidence and that self-esteem, you would never put up with that crap. But you do it because you don't want to be by yourself. And lastly, this is not my quote, but I found this and I love it. When you're wearing rose-colored glasses, all the red flags look just like flags. And that just stuck to me. I was like, okay, that makes a lot of damn sense. Because when you really in love,
a lot of sense.
When you in love, they can have big warning sign like construction doing this to you, like I'm a bad person. But when you love a person, I always say you had that love juice in your eyes, where you don't see that. You'll make excuse for all the bad behavior. Like he never come home on time from work. You make an excuse for it. She never does. She never does anything she says. She make promises, but she never fulfills them. But you'll make excuses for it. Well, she was tired, or you'll make all these excuses because you don't want to be by yourself. So if you are serial monogamous, you might want to really sit down and think of why you feel you need to be with somebody all the time. Because although that sounds like it might be a little bit healthy, it's actually very unhealthy for you. Because you should never allow someone else to determine your value. And I feel like if you're a serial monogamous, you're allowing someone to tell you how valuable you are and you should never allow anyone to have that much power. I don't give a damn how much you love them. They should never have that power over you to make you feel like you're the best thing in the world one day and you ain't crap the next day.
Yeah.
So don't.
And Dr. Rio, this is a really, really, really good topic, because in addition to that, we could take that as far as saying that that's a issue that someone's dealing with. We can also bounce that off of, they said, true, Dr. Real is back. You can bounce that off of the way that things are in society, because you have strong personality type people and you have people that don't really have a strong personality. And with the way that women are painted nowadays, you have women that are totally opposite of what you just painted, but they get the backlash for being an angry Black woman, or you too strong, or you read just because you're reading through the BS. So I say that to say those people that don't want to be alone, and if you tack that on top of it and they're not that real strong-minded person, imagine the damages it may cause to them, because they don't want to feel that heat. They want to be looked at as, like, I'll just even say submissive, when you're really probably not submissive, but you don't want to catch that heat. You don't want them to be talking about you. You want to be looked at differently, in the public eye, because of what everybody is saying. You don't want to be stereotyped. You don't want to be the next topic. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to deal with.
I mean, you can take it too far on each side of the spectrum. You can be too independent to where you don't realize you don't even have enough of a space to let nobody in. And when you think about it, it's probably baggage to where relationships to where you were open and giving, and somebody abused that, you start cutting that off.
Right.
Or you go to the other side of that spectrum to where you've been so used to that person never know how to say no. The power of no. I talked about that last season on our podcast about the power of no. Some people just don't know how to say no because they're people pleasers, and that comes from your childhood. Somewhere, somehow, you became a people pleaser somewhere, either for attention because you weren't getting enough, or you feel you weren't getting enough, or whatever the reason is. That's why therapy, folks, is important. You don't have to be You don't have to be, and I hate the word crazy. I hate the word with passion, but you don't have to be going through something just to talk to somebody that's objective. You want people, like, it's cool talking to your girlfriend, it's cool talking to your homeboy, but if they ain't a person gonna keep it 100 with you, and a lot of people won't, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to upset the apple cart. But damn it, you ask me something, you better be ready for her to hear what the hell it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I'm gonna give you respectfully.
I'm gonna say that with I've learned not to be so raw and unfiltered, because the message gets lost.
Absolutely.
Just dump it out there. You gotta know how to say it, but I'm gonna tell you honestly what's popping. Now, if you don't take that as a constructive criticism, and you take it as me criticizing, I'm not criticizing you. You ask me, am I being stupid with this woman? And you done paint the picture of what she's doing and what she's not doing. I'm gonna look at it like, look, man, this is what I feel, and this is my opinion. I ain't saying it's fact. But right. Trying to paint a picture, I'm just finishing it off for you. Like, you've been painting the picture, now I'm gonna autograph it for you and make it official. This is what it is. Right. Now you do with it what you will. You know what I'm saying? And I've lost, which I was hitting with my friends in the first place. I've lost associates that way because I was just you keep coming about the same person.
Being real.
And if you think about it, you're coming with me the same person with the same problems. It's been years. So this person has a history that you're regurgitating to me all the time, and it's the same thing. Like, how are you not seeing the picture that she or he is literally painting for you? They're doing a paint by the number for you, and you still refusing to see it. But I was in that part, they see it, they just don't want to see it because it.
Hang on, guys. I think Dr. Real froze again. Are you able to hear us, Dr. Real? Having a little bit of technical difficulties. Let me see here. One sec. I'm gonna see if it on the screen unfreezes, and then Damien, I'm going to ask your question, which is a really, really good question. Okay, I'm sorry, you froze up on us, Dr. Real. Damien had a question. I wanted to see if we can answer it. He says, "Can you ever change from that serial monogamous?"
Yeah, you can. It comes down to you being real with you. Like I've always said, some people don't never know their reality because they don't live in it. You constantly, if you're that person that's in love with love, and that's all you're in love with, you're never going to be in love with love real because you're never going to be in the reality of it. It's always going to be that honeymoon phase. You're going to chase that thrill of being with a new person. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as that wears off, and it will, I always say the first argument tells you how your relationship is going to go and how it's handled. If you're slamming doors and walking away, that means y'all communication is terrible. And it's probably not going to get any better if you don't work on it. But if you argue and y'all come to an agreement, well, you know what, Kesha, like this getting too heated. Let's step away and come back when we're level-headed, so we won't be saying things to hurt each other. We'll be saying things more to relate to each other. But that comes with emotional maturity. But to answer this question again, it can be changed, but you got to work on you. And the only way that's going to happen is you have to resist the urge to. I just broke up with Thea yesterday. I'm in the bar on Saturday. I see Kesha. My next stop. No.
Right. You're not really dealing with it.
Right. Yeah. You just again, you're packing that bag. And it's getting heavier and heavier every time you move because you're dragging all that trauma. You're just bearing the trauma. You're bearing the trauma. You're bearing all the hurt. So you're just moving on thinking this situation will be better. But how is it going to be better if you're not better?
Exactly.
So the cure to it is taking your time. And it's hard if you're codependent, and that's like an 80s term. If you're a codependent person, it's going to take time and therapy to get over that. Find someone neutral to talk to, not your mama, not your girlfriend Kiki. You need to talk to somebody that's objective and neutral that don't know you, that can give you the truth. Like every
and I'm glad you're saying that because people are afraid of therapy. So it's good that you're saying it's okay, you know?
Because every job has this thing called resources for living. I think every job has it as a free resource. You can call them anytime. That's a free benefit that I can tell you. I would say about 90% of people don't even use. You can call them people at any time. Your kids can use it. Anybody in your family can use it. 24 hours a day and call them and just talk to them. They don't give a damn about what you tell them. As long as you're not telling them something like you're going to hurt yourself or hurt nobody else. But let it out instead of holding it in. Because the only person you making rich is a pharmaceutical and a doctor because you don't get yourself hypertension or stress.
That's right.
So who went in here?
That's right. Ooh, y'all came here and y'all got the lesson today. Y'all didn't know y'all was gonna get that right. And as always, we get the talking and then the time get limited. Yeah. It's 8:59. Do you got quotes for us?
I got one for you.
Okay.
Never let anybody change you into the perfect version of you.
I know that's right. Say it for the people in the back. Did y'all hear that?
And I mean that. Never let anybody change you into the perfect version of you.
I know that's right, because baby.
So what they're doing is changing you into the perfect version of what they want you to be.
Yes.
Not you, but what they want you to be.
Yes. And me personally, I'm a cold piece of work, just so y'all know. This has been a really, 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 really good show, guys. We really enjoyed you all tonight. Yes. Also, don't hesitate and feel we're family. So if there's topics that you guys want us to discuss, if there's things that you guys want to chat with us about and like to hear for us to discuss on Wednesday nights when we're here, hit up myself, hit up Dr. Real, drop us a message. We are free to discuss that topic. If you want to be anonymous, that's cool too. You can be anonymous and we can discuss whatever it is that you want. We want to make this a platform of us, networking together. But of course, open lines of communication and just talking about some stuff like everyday life stuff. We're all human. This is the no judgment zone. We go through a lot of different things as a people. There's so much stuff going on in the world today, and it's nothing wrong with us taking the feedback. If it's something you want us to do different, we're open to listen to it. We just want y'all to keep rocking with us, like, you know, we're rocking with you guys. We enjoy interacting with you all on Wednesday night. So if this is your first time rocking with us, come back and join us every Wednesday night between the hours of 8 and 9 p.m. We look forward to you guys coming to check us out. Did you want to give a shout out to anyone tonight, Dr. Real?
Just listen, guys. You want me to touch on any topic? My email is thetruedrreal@gmail.com. I don't care if it's something about sex, your spouse trying to get you to do a foursome. Whatever it is, there's nothing that I'm not shy to talk about anything. Trust me. There's nothing I haven't heard. Believe me. Nothing I think I've seen mostly, but everything you can see in my 49 years on this earth. So if you feel like you want to talk about anything, do not be shy. I ain't gonna put you on blast. I'm just gonna discuss the topic as the best of my ability.
I know that's right. Hey, they don't call him Dr. Real for nothing. So don't hesitate. I know that's right. Well, it's that time, y'all. We ain't got to go home, but we definitely got to get the hell up out of here. Hopefully y'all come back and rock with us next week. So you guys, y'all be safe out there in those streets, and we will see you all next time. Peace.